you can still actually use the right side with like a far and then use the concussive blast to push people away rather than pushing on under the bridge. But let's go for the rundown out for our players here. For Besatt Esports Kings is going to be Miller, Orlando, Buernor, Blaze Drakes.
Blaze Drakes.
Yeah, Blaze Drakes, thank you. T-Boost and Zion.
That's right, and then it's going to be Himsy. Himsy on the Roadhog, obviously we guessed that was going to happen. He is the best Roadhog. He was the original Roadhog on Hollywood and made it work so well. It's going to be Fraggo on the Reinhardt, Kinel, Zuppy, Mafu, and Zappis.
Zappis going to be on an offensive, Hanzo? Could be.
That could work rather well, especially when you get that information from the first choke point here and see who's hiding behind, especially if there's a Roadhog hiding on the bridge up there, which there won't be. Actually, I'm not seeing a Roadhog on the side of Besatt, so that's an interesting pick there.
Yeah, but Besatt taking out the 2-2-2 setup while Ninjas in Pajamas do have that standard 3-2-1 that they always love to use. And Zap is already taking some quick damage. It's already up to 30 percentage on his ultimate.
What was Miller doing there? You saw him turned around just as the match started. I'm not sure if he wanted to go for the reposition, but you don't turn around to reposition. Hanzo, he's dealing some damage now. He's charging his ulti, 37% already on there.
I don't know if that was just bad positioning from Zayan, but oh my goodness! Zappis going for an instant 3K. Starting off hella strong for Ninja's Pajamas here. But against what I just saying, I didn't know if Zayan was actually unlucky there or was actually perfectly timed by Zuppy, because you saw him drop down. There was immediate biotic grenade that he ate.
Yeah, he did. I don't think he was expecting that.
Yeah.
For them to get to the point so quickly. They might be inexperienced on this map. Once a new map comes out, you know they're a pro team when they practice the hell out of it. And we'll see if the Hanzo's going to do any damage here to the McCree. It's a sniper versus a more short-range sniper, I'd say.
Well, there are always standards to each map here in Overwatch, but most of them pertaining to high ground, especially here in Eichenwald. They really like to take control of this castle right here. You can see Besatt Esports Kings are using that, but at the same time, if there is a good setup of Ninja's Pajamas with Mahu already 66%, doesn't have his Capital Surge just yet, but Hemsy already going in, but Fraggy here going to be starting off strong with the Nano Boost, goes in for the one, heading over the second as the opposing Zarya is very low in HP, but Savage from downtown gets the kill onto Zayan. And Mafu onto Blaze Drakes, and Fraggy is so aggressive right here, almost taken down by Miller, but the heal's just too much for Besatt Esports Kings to actually even stop Ninjas' Pajamas steamroll of a play here.
So Zion has switched to the Genji. You'd normally expect a Pharah to come on the second point, but of course, Ninja's Pajamas does have the Hanzo, so that would be an anti-Pharah for them. And I guess
this could be it. It's high noon from high above, but Tibus gets stopped with a sleeping dart, and the dragon has feasted. Triple kill. And oh my goodness, Ninjas in Pajamas are having a game, one of the games of their lives. This is so fast right here. They have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left onto the clock. Besatt Esports Kings are not playing like royalty. They're playing like jesters right now.
Miller again caught out with his shield not up. He never expects that Hanzo to be so far forward. Yes, it's an aggressive play, but you need to be prepared all the time, and Miller just not prepared for that.
Yeah, but still, this is one of the most difficult places to push. Though Ninjas Pajamas are kind of rushing towards it, and Fraggy, this is the second time that he got the Nano Boost, and he has made high impacts with it. You can see that Tibus is very low in HP, and if Zappis takes that, oh, Zappis. Oh no, it was Fraggy, but then... Wait, Zion actually shifted up to the Genji, but then as he comes out, he just immediately ate an arrow to the face.
That's a painful display. And to boost, I mean, I guess he got the memo. He switched to the tank killer since they've got so many tanks to deal with, and well, there's the team kill, and didn't look like they stood a chance anyway.
So Esports Kings, you gotta give them for their perseverance, but Ninjas in Pajamas.
Look at the late change from Buernor into the Mei. Well, I mean, pretty much what we expected, I'd say. Look, did you see the time moved upwards? 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Ninjas in Pajamas, so much time left remaining for them, and Besatt, I don't know what they're pushing. I doubt they're going to get past that first arch.
Himsy's too good. Fraggy as well in the front line, and Zuppy hearing everything. Biotic grenade and a sleeping dart just to stop aggression from Besatt Esports Kings on a support to boot.
I feel like they're messing with us now. They spell their name, it's Z-U-P-P-E-H-W. And how do you pronounce that?
Zuppy.
Is it Zuppy? Are you sure?
Just call him Anna.
Just call him... That's an insult to the player.
I'm pretty sure like when I saw replays, the other casters call her Zuppy, so I'm just going to go with that.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, It's because it's so difficult for some of these names, the way they're spelled. Plus, what time is it here? It's about 3 AM here in Taiwan where we're casting from. So if we make any mistakes, blame it on the fatigue.
Actually, I gotta stop you there. It's 2:30. So that was your mistake.
Thanks. Cheers. See, that's, again, blame it on the time. This is for the EU viewers.
Yeah, it's alright. We got this. Well, Besatt Esports Kings gonna be going for the standard 2-2-2, and again, Ninja's Pajamas with the 3 tanks. Actually, no. Oh wait, yeah, they are.
No, 2 tanks, 1 defense. Yes, that's right. 3 tanks. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, this is gonna be
Zarya.
terrible. If Besatt Esports Kings can't react fast enough or can't move fast enough, Zappas will just split them up, and that's just gonna be Ninja's Pajamas taking them one at a time. Literally.
Honestly, I'm not really feeling anything for Besatt right now. I mean, kudos to them for making it this far, but now they are playing with the pro team. They can consider themselves a pro team for now, but I don't know what this display is going to be.
But this is pretty good because pretty young team. Still, look at that. Zappas.
Sniper main.
Yeah, mid dash of the Reinhardt, stopping the other members, but actually pushing in. Zayn is here. Can actually get a kill. That's going to be a no. Zappas punches him out. Actually, Himsy was the one to finish it. But still, the first push of Besatt Esports Kings has been countered by Ninjas here. You can see with that single push, Frag is already at 61% with his ultimate. This is going to be like one more push and maybe they'll be at 100%. It's going to be very scary for Besatt Esports Kings to deal with.
I don't know what Zayan's strategy was there. He pushed all the way into the backline and just kept shooting them. I guess he went for the suicide.
Oh my goodness, Himsy. Yeah, that was a good hook from Himsy there.
Zappas he's being a sniper on anything today. Doesn't matter what he's playing, he'll be the sniper. Cyan falling to the Mei, and it's the defense play, you know?
Yeah, this is what Ninjas in Pajamas have did time and time again. If they have a lot of time to burn, they actually will just go aggro on their defense and then corner any opposing team on their own base. But Himsy with another hook yet again.
Miller keeps coming around that corner without the shield up. He's gonna keep getting caught out. I hope he learns from this at some point.
Himsy flicks a hook but will not connect. Still, you can see that Besatt Esports Kings are kind of stifled here against Ninjas in Pajamas. And the more they feel stifled, the more mistakes they will be committing here. But still, I have to give it for Besatt Esports Kings. They have Wernor and Zayn with their ultimates, so the Beyblade comp is here. Nano Blossom, as Riku dubs it. Is it ready though? Zayn has to Shadow Wraith out. Wernor is down. He cannot unleash it just yet. There's 2 minutes left in the clock, so Besatt Esports Kings actually Wernor using his Nano Boost. I believe it was on Miller, but that just gets immediately countered by Ninja Pajamas here. I don't think you have to go for this for the tank. Maybe give it to the damage dealer.
Okay, I'm trying to think, because I'm thinking very negatively for Besatt here. I'm feeling like, oh, no hope. But, okay, see the strat here. You've got 3 tanks, you've got a Mei, and you've got your 2 supports there. Maybe you want to go for some backline damage, maybe a Hanzo, maybe the Genji, to get around behind, to pick up the kills on the Mei, to stop them from separating the team up, and maybe get the kills onto the healers there. But they're going to continue with the same strategy, which is not working, and you can't keep doing the same thing and hoping it's going to change.
Oh, wow, you actually saw what the mindset of Besatt Esports Kings had there. They actually just used Orlando with his movement speed boost to push away everyone because they didn't have like a concussive blast with the Pharah. And then everybody just follows through, but Zappas stops it with just 1 ice wall.
And the Ana overextending, waiting for the Reinhardt. They're not pushing together, it looks like. You see them, it's just the Reinhardt pushing forward by himself.
T-Boost, he's using a Hainan by himself? I can't see him though, but that can be the case. Still, Ninjas in Pajamas, war chests have 4 ultimates there. They activate it immediately right off the bat. Sound barrier just to counter anything that Besatt Esports are looking at. And Zayn eats it, not even allowing to actually use his own Death Blossom. This is not looking good for Besatt Esports. They only have like 30 seconds. If they can push this to overtime, maybe they have a chance to actually at least get the cap onto the first one and maybe finish out this map and just burn out Ninja's Pajamas' insane amount of time to work with. But
I was looking for to boost his location as he pulled out that Deadeye and then where he was for that fight. I almost felt like it was a misclick. What was he hoping was going to happen? There was the Reinhardt there, and that wasn't going to go through the shield. Yes, it can break the shield, but his shield was way too healthy for anything to
oh
make
my
a difference
goodness.
there.
Zayn not even allowed to to position himself in the payload for more than 5 seconds. You saw as he came out of that Wraith form, there was a whole hog. There was a nano-boosted Fraggy charging out at him, slapping him left and right and just pushing him farther and farther away from the payload.
Do you know how difficult it is to analyze a game where there's no strats employed? It's very difficult. Besatt, they're just not on that level, not yet. Maybe one day when perhaps they've had more practice, maybe they've got a better coach or team manager. But for now, they're still not pro level.
Fraggy with the black heart. And this guy, I mean, his skin just says what he is doing right now. Look at that. Pure aggression, pure menace with the Reinhardt. Oh my goodness, just slapping away and his teammates are in the background.
Alright, so for the first half, everyone is just doing their job, just contributing kills, killing everyone, and just with the reaction to sleep, the possible ultimates of his opponents, and it's like, it's an obvious one-sided map for NIP. For the second one, just really disaster for Besatt Esports King. It's just, NIP is just too much for Besatt Esports King right now.
Yeah, again, for this MGA for Besatt Esports, it's more like gauging where they are right now, trying to establish. And you know what? Facing NIP definitely is going to be an experience for them. I'm pretty sure they've learned a lot. But then I have to hand it to the crazy Hanzo. Also, how do you pronounce it again? Zuppy, with the crazy map awareness of the McCree wanted to, I think I can wall it on the second point, where they wanted to do a Deadeye, and then suddenly Sleep Dart, pow, gone. But then, yeah, NIP really established team, a lot of fans, again, really good performance, but Besatt has definitely learned a lot from this.
It just looked like Besatt wanted to do a lot of things, but then just get countered by the ice wall. It just felt like they really could have maybe utilized a Pharah in their comp just for the first push, that they can use at least the concussive blast to push everybody away, because charging up their own Zarya for a possible Graviton Surge is not really going to work. They really have to just be fast and furious and then catch NIP off guard, and NIP were always ready for them. Besatt Esports didn't look like they wanted to, or didn't have the ability to actually catch NIP off guard, and that's what kind of like faltered them in their initial push, and that happened time and time again.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I don't like it, they have to use the meta. Besatt has to use the meta. They can't keep going for the 2-2-2. It's no longer the meta. It can't work, especially not in their hands. If they can at least follow the meta and what they're supposed to be doing on the pro level, then they might have stood a little bit of a chance. But that didn't come out from them. But what I'm really finding Ninjas in Pajamas really sporting, because at no point did they underestimate Besatt and say, you know what, we can switch out to a fun character and maybe have some fun with these guys. They were really good sportsmen, and they kept their best strat going and saying this would be good. You know, it's fair. You don't know what they could pull out. Don't underestimate them. Keep thinking that they might pull something out of their sleeve.
Yeah, I think 2-2-2 could still, is still one of the options right now for the meta. It's just that I think mechanically speaking, in terms of like skill level, I don't think it's like they can't land the shots, like accuracy plus execution. Maybe they need to polish that up some more. But yeah, 3-3-3, 2-2-2. I think we've seen 4-4-2 in an NA somewhere, but yeah, it's really a matter of skill gap.
Yeah, I just really think that at least even again, like the 2 tank, 2 support, 2 DPS is always a standard and safe build to go with. You just have to adapt and use another DPS. Maybe they always stick to their guns, and that kind of backfired again for them. So I'll just have to see what's gonna happen on this next map. I believe it is
Watch Point Gibraltar.
Yeah, Watch Point Gibraltar. And NIP are in love with this map. They even put out, I think, yesterday in another tournament that was against Melty Esports Club. They actually put out a attack Bastion.
Yeah, I did see that. I was pretty proud of them. I was like, thank you guys.
I knew you'd be happy.
Using my main. People underestimate the Bastion. People say, oh, it's for scrubs. It's for the new players. If you are a good Bastion, you are undefeatable.
If you have good teammates, you're gonna be really solid. But most of the time, it only works for like the first wave of attack or
no,
first wave
works
of
on every single top.
You know what?
Yeah.
If they call the Ana Reaper Beyblade, if there is an Ana Bastion, you know what they call it?
What?
Crush Gear. You know the toys, the bump them car toys like Tamiya, but then they're used for battling each other.
Yeah, the one with the arena.
The arena, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
I'll call it Crash Gear if it works. And
Listen, I grew up in England, man. I don't know what that is.
Crush Gear. You didn't go
I've
through
never
Crush
heard of a
Gear?
my
crush gear
goodness.
in my life.
Okay.
The car with the weapons.
yes,
Yeah.
A car with weapons. That's called a tank.
the toy car
The
with
toy
weapons.
car with the weapons. With
If you say toy
blades.
tank.
All right.
All right, let's just go to our
Let's
second
just
game.
alienate everyone. Okay,
I
well,
kind of feel a little bit old because I don't know if like anyone in our Twitch chat knows what I'm talking about.
You can Google Crush Gear anyway, so it's fine.
well, yeah, I
It even
guess you're
had
right.
this anime.
Okay, so
Yes,
here's the general positioning that you're going to be going for. Himsy, I don't think he's going to be standing there. I think he's going to be going behind that blue box. Well, the blue box
He's
draped.
standing on a blue box.
The other blue box. Goodness.
All right, so let's go watch this as Besatt Esports King is gonna be on the attacking side for the second map. And looks like they're gonna go for a triple tank setup here. Looks pretty good with Tibus on a Winston and Blaze Drakes on the Roadhog with Himsy. Nice hook onto Orlando. That's gonna be slowing them down as that was the Lucio with the movement speed boost.
I was happy to see Miller coming around the corner with his shield up already. That was a good play by him. He's learning. He is learning from his mistakes, and it's going to be a kill onto Blaze Drakes
Oh
there.
my goodness,
And Zion blocked off by the Mei wall there, and they're going to go back into the spawn point and just wait to regroup. They're actually holding them here at the initial pushing area, which you don't normally see in a tournament. So, I mean, at least not being offensive about it.
I think Blaze Drakes should just shift up to maybe a Zarya, just because you can see here that Ninjas in Pajamas are so aggressive and you're just spamming out all these mouse 1 clicks or mouse 2 clicks, whatever that is. So having a Zarya bubble would definitely just charge up faster her charge and then also her ultimate, so that could be something they can work with. Now Zap is going in with the Blizzard, gets the freeze rather, onto Blaze Drakes, but no kills just yet though. Miller's very low in HP. Hemsey able to finalize that one, and it looks like Ninjas Pajamas are just going to be stapling Besatt Esports Kings underneath the bridge.
See, I feel like Besatt could go for a long-range player here because they've got a lot of short-range players for NIP, and if you can get the damage to them from far enough away, you can get the. My goodness, the hit scanning coming out from Zappis, and a direct hit onto Zayan. That's painful.
You don't normally see that from, you know, Mei players.
It looked like a pre-fire, and
Yeah.
it happened to connect. I think that was more luck than anything else, but you
Still.
don't know. It could be skill.
Yeah, I mean, hit scanning on a Mei on farther ranges is much more impressive to watch than a Pharah, but then of course it's still satisfying. Still, you can see here that Besatt Esports is going to shift it up, they're going to power up. I think that's just a visual bug, but it is put, I believe, onto Miller. But look at that, Mafu with just a switch of a button, a press on that Q with the ultimate, stopping everything Besatt Esports Kings wanted to do.
Where was Lucio? Was he already dead by that point? Yeah, that was another team kill, so to speak. Besatt, I don't know what they can do here. They obviously can't hear me when I said go for the sniper, so I guess they can continue doing what they're doing and learn the most they can.
You know, I think Besatt Esports Kings, what they did going up to high ground is already good, but I think bypassing from this point, going behind Ninjas in Pajamas and dropping from that high ground right behind would be much better to actually push out Ninjas in Pajamas. But they're going to be using their own Lucio with a Kindle sound barrier just to be aggressive against Besatt Esports Kings and gets the 1 kill onto Miller. And look at Zappis, even having an Isolt up on top so that nobody from the DPS side can actually pass through. And this is just a fiesta of kills that Ninjas in Pajamas are going to be happy to take. They're so far ahead right now. Look at this, 50 seconds on the clock for Besatt Esports Kings and not even a single point on the payload.
That Mei wall actually making a mighty fine pinning wall for the charge from the Reinhardt. That was an instant takeout onto Miller. Now they're going to be pushing out again. I guess they're going to go for the higher ground again. I feel like to boost, maybe he should go for a switch. Going for the high ground with the Winston, he doesn't have long range damage. He can't do much from up there. At least the Reinhardt's got a tank to work, a shield to work with. Sorry.
Fraggy's been boosted. There's the Reinhardt, and you can even see the Blizzard away from the Graviton Surge, splitting up. Besatt Esports Kings, die comes out from Saiyan, but he's not in his Super Saiyan form just yet. Orlando being blocked from his team with an Ice Wall, and all he has to do is to get back to the payload and maybe push it to overtime, but no time is left. 0 points for Besatt Esports Kings on their first try.
This is not good. This
on their first attack side.
At this point, I don't know. Every strategy they could possibly employ, I don't know if they've got the skill level to make it effective. Besatt, maybe they need. I don't know. You can't really time out, can you? So you can't really think about it. I guess they're gonna go. Maybe they might try to mirror what NIP tried to do just there.
Go for
just
triple
trying,
tank.
yeah, keeping them back. The ice wall onto the spawn point.
There you go. Blaze Drakes is on a Zarya here. Really think that's the one hero that Besatt Esports Kings can really use. I think aside from Lucio having almost 100% pick rate, Zarya is close next to that. And even though you are on like a gigantic disadvantage against your opposing team, if you can get like one good Zarya ultimate to follow up, and the opposing team did not expect that to happen, it could at least, you know, give Besatt Esports Kings some shine in their eyes that they did something against one of the top tier teams in EU. And live to tell the tale, they're still a pretty young team, and honestly, if they don't go ahead of Ninja Pajamas in this one, this is just a good learning experience for them.
I thought we were going to see a Bastion there coming out from Mafu. Maybe he was going to have a bit of fun this time, but he switched up for the Zaryas, and I'm sad.
Man, Crash Gear, research it.
You've made a lot of references today. One of them was Super Saiyan as well. Good grief, Beyblade. Love Japanese origins, so there you go.
Yeah.
And here's the push. It's going to start coming out. It's going to be Fraggy leading the charge, and it looks like they're going to employ the same tactic that they saw NIP do. They're going to be waiting on the upper levels for them to come around the corner. There's no hit scans coming out, and Fraggy doesn't have his shield up. He's just hiding behind the payload, slowly pushing it forward.
You have to be wary because Zappis has been putting out a lot of good Mei walls, and that has been stopping Besatt Esports Kings. So a split could be done here that might, you know, stop again what they're trying to do. And there he goes.
Zappis
Yeah.
just walling off the rest of the team, forcing them to go through that little crack in the corner. And that's just going to be funneling them through and then letting them die as they get through there. Blaze Drakes, he didn't even have that much HP gone, but he used his healing ability.
What was that? That was like 30 seconds below that you had it ultimate already? That was so fast.
Oh no, they're going to reach that in about 10
the
meters.
respawn point is too far away. They can't. It's
And
GG already.
that's it, yeah. That's going to be... that's the map point, and that's the win for Ninja Pajamas. Besatt, hopefully we'll see them again someday, and maybe they'll have, you know, chalked up to be what Ninja Pajamas are, what Dignitas are, what the best teams are.
Still have to give it to Besatt Esports Kings. They were trying a lot of stuff to go up against Ninja Pajamas, so you could see there that they weren't afraid to try anything to, you know, to actually win against a stronger team, and that just means that they are not afraid of learning. And this is what I think, you know, Besatt Esports Kings can get away with this game against Ninja Pajamas. So again, I have to give props to Besatt Esports Kings, but Ninja Pajamas in the end got the W, the win.